Hey guys, it's the Artsy Gamer back again for another video in our channel. Of course, grab your teas, grab your coffees, and yes, maybe a little bit of food, and let's do this. And of course, guys, you know how this works. Let's take a sip of black coffee before we begin. Come on, join me. Yes, lovely. And going back on my Crash Bandicoot cursor there. And yes, guys, if you're new here today and you are into gaming, retrospectives, complete unbox experiences, art and graphic design, and of course a whole load of nostalgia, then yes, you are so in the right place here. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like the video if you haven't already. And yes, guys, if you can handle the Artsy Gamer mess and madness and want to get notified when the next video goes live, then of course just pop on your notification bell, held up by tails there. Well, guys, I am finally back from my holiday in Cornwall. I had a really fun time sightseeing, walking around, and of course getting some video gameplay in. And I just thought I would share my gaming experiences as I was on holiday with you guys today. What games I managed to dabble with, what experiences in terms of Wi-Fi I had with this thing, and also some little issues with wires and connections. Yeah, looking at my my poor PlayStation 3 controller that was very flat when I arrived in Cornwall. Yeah, so I thought that's what we will cover today. Yeah, so guys, let's just take another sip of coffee before we begin, because you know what I think I'm going to be waffling on today. And I don't want my coffee to go cold, so let's get going, guys. Come on. Lovely. Right then, so all of you guys will know, if you watch all of my Cornwall videos, that I brought my PlayStation 3 with me down. Now, I bought a selection of games to get cracking on with, and I will just cover those again today. So yes, we picked up MotorStorm. I did manage to actually do a bit of a video on MotorStorm. What a great game, and I had a fantastic time playing that. Assassin's Creed I bought down, and unfortunately I didn't get a chance to play on it. I had in my mind that I would have liked to get a TikTok live out and, you know, do the whole Artsy Gamer vibe, showing the camera to the TV and everyone getting involved in the chat and stuff like that, watching me play Assassin's Creed. But unfortunately, Wi-Fi down there wasn't the best, and also, yeah, some issues with some connections. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot my PlayStation 3 controller charger. So yeah, we will get there when we get there. So we didn't have a chance to play on this. Off camera, I did have a little play on the SSX Tricky, and again, I'll go through my thoughts and feelings of this game. Absolutely, it was really, really fun, and it was another kind of game that you could dip in and out of, which is kind of what style of game I wanted, especially when I'm on holiday. So yeah, very, very great time playing on this, and I do need to remove those CEX stickers, so yeah, we'll have to get those off. Kingdom Hearts, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to play this either. What a disappointment. This was a game that I was actually quite excited to just have a little bit of a dabble with, because I've never played this game before. I have mentioned on the channel before that, yeah, the only reason why I bought this was because of this lovely art book that is involved with here. You know, look at this. Really, really great. It is the, I believe, the limited edition package here. So obviously, you know, hence why you do get all these lovely art pieces in here. In fact,
go on, guys, go on. You know what? I'll show this book off quickly.
Yeah, why not? So yeah, I just saw it in CEX one day, actually. It was before I started doing YouTube and stuff like that. But even then, I was collecting video game content, literally just to help inspire my art pieces. And I was just flicking through this, and I thought, oh my God, how beautiful are some of these designs here. And I just went ahead and picked it up. Had no idea what this game was all about. All I realised was that it had some ties with Disney. Obviously, you know, Donald Duck here, and and
Daffy Duck, you know what I'm like with my Disney guys.
but you know, some really lovely art pieces in here. We had character models and some artist interpretations and how they created some of the models here. Just absolutely beautiful. I love it when actual designers go ahead and put some of their starting pieces up and then it slowly builds up to, well, the main character. So I absolutely love this, and this is one of the reasons why I bought this, because it really does help me out when I'm designing as well. How do other artists start to build up their own characters? And I believe this is presented really lovely in this book here. So again, I thought, yeah, you know, this is a bit of me. And and now the colours here. Wow, you know, adding a bit of colour. And then I like these kind of tracing paper as well. It kind of, yeah, you can kind of almost put like a different look on him as well. So yeah, I just thought that was really cool. It just kind of, yeah, gives you different bits, different ideas. Again, just help to inspire your art, and that's what I love about stuff like this, really. So yeah, kind of like Winnie the Pooh vibes here, you know, yeah, there's Winnie, Tigger and stuff like that. So yeah, some really lovely art pieces in this book here. Just, wow, you know, come on, look at that. Really lovely, isn't it? And again, you know, that kind of stuff is just all my bag as well. You know, I love a good kind of A5 piece, lovely character model in the middle, and then boom, you know, off I go. That is a beauty in itself, isn't it? And wow, just look at this double page spread here. Just really, really beautiful, isn't it? Oh, yeah, spot on. But like I said, oh God, look at this. Come on, guys, come on. What I was saying, I didn't get a chance to play on this, mainly because going into it, just looking at a few kind of like reviews and stuff, I was like, this might be quite lengthy. This might be quite a beefy storyline that I need to follow here. And I don't think being on holiday is the best time to really go for it. Especially when, yes, I had some issues with my controller. I completely forgot to actually pack the cable to, well, plug in the controller to the PlayStation and for it to actually charge. So that was really annoying. So again, that actually put a halt on some of my PlayStation 3 games I could play, actually, because it wasn't until the latter part of the holiday where, yeah, I could actually go ahead and game on my PlayStation, because that's when I got the cable, and I will just go ahead and recap that cable there. So yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't really have a good old dabble. I did bring Ratchet and Clank as well, and again, unfortunately, I didn't even play it. I thought, I'm here now. I've only got like 2 days left. I wanted to get some DS play in as well, which again, I'll cover in a minute. So I just need to get on some games that I can just dip into and dip out of. And that's also something that I want to share with you guys, because yes, I am starting to collect some games for my PlayStation 3, but I am interested to know, what are the best games that you can dip into and dip out of on the fly, really easy on the PlayStation 3? I would absolutely love to know, because I do really enjoy bringing my PlayStation 3 console away on holiday. It still gives me that retro gaming vibe, that tactile feel of the games console and the controller and stuff like that. It really gives me some nostalgia as well, because I'm always, well, have been bringing my PlayStation 2 down, you know, ever since I was younger, and then PlayStation 3, and I have actually brought all my consoles down to Cornwall, but yeah, it's kind of that bag. It's kind of that bag. I think if I'm to go again and I do bring my PlayStation 3, it has got to be dip into and dip out of games. They can't really be long, big storylines, because yeah, I just don't have the time. I would rather just play that at home, you know. I would rather do that at home. I'm not going to spend all my holiday just getting really, really heavily invested in some hardcore storyline on the PlayStation. But yeah, I would love to know your thoughts on that anyway. But yes, these were the 2 games that I did have a good go on. Of course, I've already done a complete unboxing experience of this and a lot of gameplay shown. So yeah, I won't recover that, but that was a very, very fun game. And again, guys, if you haven't played this, I would highly recommend it. It was definitely like one of those first releases on the PlayStation 3. It was one of the first games I ever played on the PlayStation 3. And I tell you what, it was definitely one of those games where it was a massive jump and leap from graphic fidelity from the PlayStation 2 to the PlayStation 3. It was almost like one of those standout moments where I thought, yes, oh my god, this is the next generation of gaming. So yeah, if you haven't played it, definitely pick it up. I do recommend, especially if you're into racing games. Absolutely. But of course, yes, I did have a little dabble on SSX. This was off the camera. I didn't even post anything on TikTok. It was just me relaxing and having a good time. And yeah, again, another great experience. I really do enjoy this game. Yes, I wasn't really going on it hardcore. It was just me having a chill experience on it, shall I say. Just riding down a few slopes here, just progressing through the story very, very gently, and just picking up lots of tricks and learning new things while I'm sliding down all the slopes and stuff. Yeah, really, really fun. And like I said, it is one of those games where you can just do a run, maybe 1 or 2 slopes, and then off you go, do something else, maybe 10, 20 minutes, and then you're good to go. You've got your gaming fix, and then you can go about your rest of the day if you're on holiday. So yeah, had a very, very fun time playing this. And just very quickly on the back here, just kind of gives you an idea of, yeah, the hardcore and fun vibe that you're going to expect with this game. I would say it is actually a little bit more edgy than the ones that are on the PlayStation 2. I believe the PlayStation 2 kind of graphics and art design actually went for a more quirky comic vibe, where this game actually went for more of, I would say, a realistic and realism approach. And I don't mind that. It's fine. I mean, for me, I think it would have been cool and maybe a little bit better if they did stick to that kind of like quirky, fun comic vibe, rather than this kind of like, yeah, real life kind of idea that they've gone for here with that art design. But all I can say is, yes, you are going to be jumping, you are going to be having a fun time flipping, doing loads of tricks, snow bursting out here, there and everywhere, and of course just going down multiple different slopes. So yeah, I tell you what, that back of the box really does say it all, actually. And the front for that matter. Yeah, really, really great. But of course I won't do a complete unbox on this today. I will save that for another video, and of course I do need to take the stickers off. And having said that, I don't think there's much going for this. Oh god. Yeah, I don't think there is much going for this with a complete unbox. Yeah, there's a few slips here and whatever has just fallen on the floor. Oh yeah, quite a nice poster actually. I do really like that. So yeah, I will get a complete unboxed on the way at some stage of this, because yeah, I do really appreciate the look of this game and the overall gameplay. So yeah. Moving on then, I did take my PlayStation Portal, so let's just bring it into the camera here, because I do know I have a few viewers that get very excited when I bring out the PlayStation Portal here, and here it is. But unfortunately, guys, I bought this and I didn't go on it either. I say that I did load it up, I connected it to the internet, but of course, guys, that internet at that B&B, Airbnb, whatever you want to call it, yeah, really wasn't the best, I'm not going to lie. I fired up a cloud streaming and it was stuttering here, there and everywhere, to the point where it was unplayable, and to the point where I was like, no, I'm actually not even going to do a YouTube video on this, because it's just going to be shocking. I'm not going to get any really good footage or anything like that. So that was a shame, and I think if the internet connection had been a little bit better, then yes, absolutely, I would have been maybe just playing on this, maybe for an hour before I went to bed, just getting my, I would say, modern fix of gaming. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. But guys, what I can say, the DS came out clutch.
The DS came out clutch.
Clutch!
oh my gosh, yeah, I'm so glad I bought the DS, and it was so good. Yes, I even got a TikTok live out. It was really fun. Some funny moments involved with that one as well. Yes, I have already posted my TikTok highlights up in my previous video, so definitely go and check that out. It was really funny. But yes, one of the standout games actually for me was Mario. Yeah, it was really fun, and that was the game that I streamed on TikTok. And here's my cartridge. I have shown it before. I don't have a sticker on the cartridge. I believe that was young me playing around and peeling off stickers. So yeah, I don't have a lovely clean cartridge for this, but nevertheless, it still plays and it was really good. And we actually made it to the world 2 actually, which was quite surprising. I think it took about 2 hours for me to do, but yes, I did actually move on to World 2, and I got maybe a quarter of the way through World 2. But oh my gosh, can I just say, the DS has got to be, wow, well, must have been, shall I say, ahead of its time back in the day. I don't think people realise how good this piece is, and I tell you what, you can still have a fantastic experience on this, even at modern day. I really do believe that, yes. Now here we go, I just want to share some of my thoughts with this in terms of the games you can play on this, the form factor, the comfort. Oh, I was about to say comfortability. Is that even a word?
Comfortability? Is that even a word?
Anyway, of this, the nice lightweight feel to it, and again, well, like I said, the multiple games that you can play on this device. So yeah, here we go. First of all, let's just go and talk about, yeah, like I said, the form factor, the ergonomics of this piece here. It is so lovely and lightweight. It almost feels like a cloud in your hands. It really does. I would say it is just the right size. Well, for me anyway, I do have small hands, where your fingers are just resting in the right position. It's not too uncomfortable, and every single button press for me is just absolutely spot on. It's not too spongy, but it's not too clicky, and it just gives a really comfortable feel. Like I said, it's almost like you're playing on a cloud. It is so strange, and I kind of forgotten how comfortable this device actually is. And you know what, and I can't really comment on this at all. I can't comment on this at all because I don't own a Nintendo Switch. But from multiple sources, lots of internet research, and again, lots of YouTube stuff as well that I watch, often people say kind of the big bulky weight of the Nintendo Switch and the very kind of thin Joy-Cons that you get, you can start to get a lot of kind of thumb fatigue, aching carpal tunnel, some people like to say. But this, honestly, yeah, it was really good. I didn't really feel my hands cramping up. Absolutely not. I would say maybe towards the evening, I could kind of feel maybe my thumb and index finger getting a little bit sore, but I guess that was because I haven't gamed on this thing for like 2 hours solidly since I was like 7 years old. Do you know what I mean? So I was expecting to get a little bit of hand, you know, just a little bit of soreness, but that was it. It probably lasted, what, maybe 20 minutes or so, or I noticed it for about 20 minutes, and then, you know, you're fine. But you get that anyway, do you know what I mean? Even if you're on the, you know, the latest and greatest PlayStation 5 controller, maybe you're playing it for the first time for a really long, lengthy session, I bet you anything, you know, you will start to get a bit of like a hand, I don't know, soreness, maybe towards the end of the day, but then your hands condition, don't they? And I tell you what, yeah, it just wow, it was so comfortable, and I was able to just hold this up as well, straight in front of my face, again, without getting kind of like heavy arm fatigue trying to hold up this big monstrosity. And I tell you what, I get that a lot with the PlayStation Portal as well. I do get a little bit uncomfortable if I have been holding it up right in front of me in bed for quite a while. It is quite bulky and your hands are having to cup it up, whereas this, you're just kind of resting on your fingers. So yeah, wow. I was very, very impressed with this, and I had a great time playing on some of these games. So yes, absolutely. I have mentioned it on the channel before quite a few times now, but again, still not many people know that this is back compat with Game Boy games, actually. And all you need to do is just take out this tray here. And again, that's where people got that misconception or didn't realise, is because there was a tray just plugging the hole there so people actually wouldn't know that there's like a hole there for your cartridge to go in. So yeah, you know, you just plug your cartridge in and then you're good to go. You can play Game Boy games on your DS, and there you go. You got a whole library of DS games, and you've got a whole library of Game Boy games as well. How amazing is that? Yes, all I did take was some Game Boy games, but I would love to pick up loads more DS games, absolutely. I'm desperate for Animal Crossing. In fact, I was hoping to pick that up on holiday, but unfortunately none of the CEXs that I went to had it. How unfortunate, but yes, I'm definitely going to be getting Animal Crossing. But yeah, here we go. I put this in and I played on Mario, and it was great. And you know what, guys? You know what I would say? Some of these older Game Boy games, their games hold up graphic fidelity-wise to this day. They really do. I had a fantastic time just looking and marveling over the beautiful graphics that are involved in this game. They were really beautiful, and in fact, you know what, guys, that's what we're gonna do now. I'm actually gonna fire this bad boy up, and I just want to maybe take you through a level or two on Mario, just so you can see how beautiful these graphics really are. So yeah, you know what, guys? Let's take a sip of coffee and we'll load this bad boy up. No, come on, let's join me. Come on, let's join me quickly. Come on. Lovely. Okay, so here we are, here with my beautiful DS on display here. And of course, I've got my cartridge at the bottom here. So all you need to select is Start GBA Game, and then that will fire up your game cartridge that is in your DS. So off we go. I'm just going to press the A button here, and this will... Yeah. And this will... Yeah, take me to the Game Boy startup screen. And yeah, I'll just show you some really lovely gameplay of this. Now, here we go. Now, I do apologise. It might start to stutter a little bit with those pixels, but I'll just, you know, hold it up, give it a few tilts here and there, just to kind of avoid that kind of streaming effect that is seen here. But just some really lovely art and design here. It's raining now. Oh gosh, there goes the boat. Lovely, look at this. Oh wow. Yeah, lovely colours. They're not really lost at all. They're quite nice, vibrant colours as well, I do have to say. Yeah. Ho ho ho. There we go. And there's Princess Peach. Oh, wow. Mario and Luigi. Lovely startup sequence here. And again, I do, forgive me if you can just see my camera just on the bottom screen there. But I'm just moving it around ever so slightly. Just, you know, just so you can get kind of a feel. And just to kind of avoid that kind of distortion. But yeah, look at this. Really, really lovely. Okay then, so what we'll do is we'll do single player. Oh, really great, isn't it? Okay. Right then, so when I was on live, yes, I fired up file 2, and as you can see, we progressed to world 2 there. So why not, we'll fire up this one and we'll play as Mario. And I'll just take you through the first level on this world here. There we go. All right then, so I don't know how well I'm going to do, but we'll give it a go. So just instantly here, I just want to show you how bright these colours are. You know, you can clearly see every little animation here. The palm trees just giving a bit of a wiggle. You know, you've got these pyramids here that stand out really nicely. We've got the mushroom house down here, all the pipes. We've even got the lovely levels just dotted around here. Honestly, it picked up so well on the DS, and I would say probably better than the Game Boy, mainly because I would say this beautiful kind of like light, this backlit light is really just giving it some, isn't it? And yeah, it just really makes this game just shine through so beautifully. So here we go then, we'll just fire up number 1. And again, forgive me, I don't know how well I'm going to do with this. Now, I do believe some of these blocks start to fly. There we go, you can take them out. Oh, get that. Oh, can I get that? Oh, no. Just goes to show, guys, this is a great start. But what I want to kind of... Whoops, we'll go again. But what I want to say is... these graphics, I would say, definitely hold up today if you are kind of looking for those kind of retro games with a modern twist. My thought comes to the new God of War that has just come out, this kind of like 2D Metroidvania style game. People are crying out for these kind of graphics again. And if you're wanting that kind of graphics, but with like a true, authentic retro twist, then yes, absolutely. Why not go and pick up something like this? It really does, yeah, I would say live up to the expectations of people wanting these more 2D games with, yeah, just a little bit more quirk. So yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to say here, and what I mean by these kind of like modern yet retro graphics, yeah. Okay, we made it up there okay, which is pretty good. But I will put some B-roll up of that God of War, that new God of War game. Looks really great. Taking it back to when Kratos was younger. It was seen in the PlayStation State of Play. There we go, I think we've made it. Brilliant. And people are after this style of graphics again. So yeah, why not? I think these really do hold up to today's standards if you are after this kind of like 2D retro vibe. So yeah, really great. Now we have made it on to number 2, but let's see if we can try and pull off a one of these. I am not very good. Right then, let's have a little go. Okay, we've got a mushroom. Oh, well, no point now. Oh, would you look at that? I got the base. Right then, okay. Why not then? We'll go ahead and do number 2. Whether or not I actually complete this, who knows? But we'll give it a good try. All right, and I'll just let you sit back and relax and watch me do this one, and I'll try not to talk now. It'll probably just be a bit of me screaming and shouting. Here we go then. Oh. Oh no. Oh, can I get up there? Oh no. I think my time's... Maybe I should... Oh. I was about to say, I think my time is up, and it really was. Oh, and it's game over. Again, like I said on my TikTok, that's probably the universe telling me to stop right there, isn't it? Yes. Oh! I just dropped it. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, and it's crashed. It's crashed again. It's crashed again. Well, you know what? We've only got 5 minutes to go, guys. I think that is the universe telling me to just stop right there. Right then, guys. Yes, I've still got a little bit more to talk about, so we'll head back into the main studio. So there we are. There is the DS holding the lovely Game Boy cartridge there, playing Mario. I think it was Super Mario 3, something like that we're playing here. But I tell you what, like I said before, some really lovely 2D animated graphics there. You can't go wrong. And like I said, if you are after that kind of style, this does really do live up to today's standards of what you are expecting of these kind of like 2D Metroidvania games, aren't they? Like I said, the God of War thing that's just come out looks really, really great, absolutely. But, you know, you could argue, yeah, that's kind of looking the same. So, yeah, you know, if you have got a DS or you're wanting to pick up something like this, then I would say this is the thing to go for, absolutely, because you're going to have a great, great time. And it really is displayed beautifully, yeah. Wow, we will turn this off and close this off, probably for the better, guys. And yeah, I just thought I would briefly mention then just doing a full 180 now and going back to the PlayStation there. So yes, I did manage to fully charge my controller. Please, guys, if you are looking to, you know, take your consoles out and about, please remember your charging cable. Otherwise, you're pretty much stuck. And yes, I did mention this yesterday or the day before on my channel that this was actually a really great pickup. So in the package, we got multiple different heads there that are lots, actually, very, very convenient. There was mini USBs, what else was there? Mini USBs, loads! Loads, guys. I'll try and find a recap. A Type A to Type A adapter, a Type A to Type B adapter, a Type A to micro adapter, a Type A to mini adapter, and a female to a male extension cable. But anyway, very, very multifunctional. And all you would do is just pop the head that you need in to the wire there, and then whatever you need to do or plug into, that's the end that you plug into your console, computer, whatever you need. And then yes, the smaller USB would go in to your controller there, and you are good to go. Now yes, this was a little bit bulky at the top, I'm not going to lie, but it didn't really put me off my gameplay at all. It was still very smooth. I didn't really notice this kind of thing protruding out of my controller at all. But you know, it is only to charge, and then when it's fully charged, you know, absolutely, that was the beauty of the PlayStation 3 controller, wasn't it, coming from that PlayStation 2. You know, it was wireless. You could sit back on your couch without having this big long wire, you know, to hold you back. So yeah, once it was fully charged, then yes, absolutely, I did just go wireless, which was great. But yeah, there we go. Very handy wire. Picked it up from Asda. I'm sure you can get it from other places as well, but I would highly recommend, because yes, if you are into retro gaming, lots of controllers, different consoles had different connections, and I tell you what, it did hold quite a variety, which might help you out. Right then, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that video there. That was me just kind of wrapping up my gaming holiday experience. I had a fantastic time on holiday, and again, just having a great time gaming and all that over there as well, yeah. Right then, guys, well, before my coffee goes cold, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and of course, I'll catch you in my TikTok lives and YouTube videos. That is me, the Artsy Gamer, over and out.